Spiders? Heights? The dark? Just what is it about certain things that terrify us? I'm Ross Mack, and in this documentary I'll be asking people what they're scared of, and more importantly, why. So what is a phobia? The American Psychiatric Association states that a phobia is an excessive or irrational fear of an object or situation. In many cases, there is a sense of endangerment or a fear of harm. Some people might find some phobias silly or ridiculous, but even the slightest little thing can send shivers down people's spines. For example, people suffering from anablephobia have a fear of looking up. So what phobias do people have? We sent Matt Evans out to Watford Town to ask people what their phobias were and to try and explain why.
Hi, I'm Matt Evans and I'm going to be going through Watford Town and asking people about their biggest fears.
Okay, so do you have any phobias at all?
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of eels.
I'm scared of dogs.
Seaweed. Spiders.
Hairy old people.
Yeah.
What triggered this fear? Is there anything?
I capsized a canoe in the Lake District.
I don't really know. I think it's a bit like some people are like scared of spiders, except for me it's like eels.
Don't like the way they move, and they're big and creepy.
I just don't like the way they're very noisy and they bark a lot. And the thing that scares me the most is that my mum's always told me that they can smell fear.
It was interesting to see what people's phobias were there. Earlier today, I spoke to Dr. Yuri Solovsky, head psychologist at Harvard University, and he spoke to me about how people can take steps towards overcoming their fears. Dr. Solovsky, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Now, you've studied the subject area of phobias, so how would someone go about overcoming their fears? What procedure would they take out?
Well, there are a number of effective treatments to cure patients of their phobias. For example, there is exposure treatment such as flooding. This is where the patient is exposed to their fear for long periods of time without chance to escape. Hopefully this makes the patient get used to their fear, such as spiders or any number of things. Another effective system is counter-conditioning. This is when you teach the patient to respond to their fear with a new response. It's similar to the way that you train a dog. You make him relate good behavior with treats and bad behavior with punishment.
Afraid of pickles.
This is popular American talk show Maury. This episode focuses on the wonderfully weird phobias of its guests. In this next clip, we see 18-year-old waitress Mariah, who suffers from an intense phobia of pickles.
This is what the sight of a pickle does to Mariah.
My name is Mariah and I hate pickles. I hate everything about them. Pickles are destroying my life. People make fun of me and feel ashamed and I'm afraid of them. When I think about pickles, I just want to throw up and run away. What I hate most about a pickle is the shape, the texture of it, the color,
As Dr. Solovsky described earlier, doctors use a technique known as flooding. This is shown here as Mariah is exposed directly to her fear.
Oh, pickles.
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him going. I don't want to see. It sickens me and it goes to my stomach. Please just let's leave, please.
So there we have it. We've come to the end of this programme, and we've explored phobias. We've looked at what people are scared of, why they're scared of it, and what they can do to try and overcome their fears. I've been Ross Mack, and to all a good night.